Alright folks, check it out. Bad news. Clutch doesn't work. So, we're going to have to pull the clutch. I ordered new parts. That's what's taking so long. I apologize for how long it's taking for this video. But, yeah. And it's also really hot and humid here in Phoenix for some reason. It's monsoon season and it's hundreds and humid at the same time. And it sucks. So, anyway. Alright folks, check it out. Woo! Brand spanking new tires. So yeah, look at that. We got some fresh brand new Sun F rubber. And for some reason, they sent me 2 front tires and I only ordered 1. How awesome is that? I double checked and everything. They charged me for a single tire and they sent me a package of 2. So I'm not going to complain about that. I got two front tires and I only need 1. That will solve all of the problems with the weird roll we're having and the weird issues that we're having while riding around. Because when I'm riding, if you can see in a couple of the videos when I'm cruising along, it's just like if I go slow, it's just, they're flat spotted. The front wheel is flat spotted and the back wheels are like hard as a rock. They're not even rubber any longer. All right, let's fire it up for number 2 and let it run a little longer.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
All right, folks, I gotta hurry. It's getting dark out. But it started. Now, the big test is I haven't put it into gear yet. So, now we're going to drive it around to the garage and see if the trans works. So here we go. Here we go, transmission test. Let's see if we can drive it somewhere. Yes. folks, heat cycles are done. Woo, it runs. God damn. All right, folks, so yeah, this is bad news. We're gonna have to tear this sucker back down again. So, and my transmission doesn't shift. And I don't know if that's a clutch problem or if it's a transmission itself. So I guess what we're gonna have to do first is determine that. And I did put a different clutch lever on there, and actually it releases the clutch a little better, but man, it just doesn't shift. When I'm cruising, it just does nothing. But eventually it will click into gear, so I don't know if that's a clutch or if it's transmission. So we're gonna try the clutch first, obviously, since the transmission is inside the cases. So yeah, we're gonna have to tear this thing all the way down to at least the clutch, and then we'll give the transmission an inspection while we have the clutch cover off, and we'll determine whether we need to split the cases and go back in or not. I fucking hope not. Yeah, here's what we're doing though. I got the old ATC 200X laying on its side because I don't want to drain the oil. So we are going to pull the clutch cover right here, and then we're going to pull the clutch out. We're going to file down the clutch basket fingers a bit, and yeah, and I got brand new fibers, brand new springs, because the clutch just doesn't work. Can't shift the gears, can't do anything. So yeah, that's where we are. But I thought you should see the process here in case you ever wanted to do this. You can just lay it down on its side, and now we don't have to drain the oil. Trust me, we're going to drain the oil, but I haven't even rinsed it yet. So the oil's not ready to be drained quite yet. We're gonna check things out, and I'll check in periodically. But yeah, that's about where we are, because here's what we're doing. Check that out. That's what it is in here. My camera won't last very long, so I would love to just set the camera down and let it go, but I can't because my camera will die because it's so freaking hot in here. But anyway, there's where we are. We laid this thing down. We're gonna get the clutch out, and we're gonna replace all the innards. All right, let's get to it. All right, folks, moment of truth. We're gonna crack this thing and see if it spills oil or not. All the bolts are loose, so let's see what happens. So far, no spill. Now, hopefully we can get this out without taking the brake off. Looks like if we get that off of there, we can. All right, folks, let's see what we look like on the inside of here. Everything looks like it's holding up still. Everything's still hanging out all right, I guess. All right, folks, check it out. We got the oil filter rotor cap off, and there is a little tiny bit of metal in here, and I believe that's from the rings coming together and doing their thing. I don't know if it's bad, but if you know, let me know. Check it out. That's probably normal for an engine break-in, I would guess. And we took the screen out down here, and there wasn't anything on it except for a little bit of some dust, like some fabric, it looked like. So it must have been from taking so long to build this goddamn thing that it collected a little bit of dust inside, or maybe it sucked it through the, I don't know where it came from, but I don't think that's abnormal. Got that cleaned out. It wasn't a hefty amount anyway. It was just enough to barely see some remnants of like some dust bunnies. Now the rest of this, all we're gonna do is left-handed threads here. We're gonna pop this off. Then we're gonna pop these off. It's the exact same way when we built it. We're just gonna do the opposite now. So I'm not going to record all this because my camera won't allow it, but looks all pretty good inside of here. Looks good. We just need to get those new clutch springs in and the new clutch fibers. I got brand new ones. Yep, the metals are already brand new, so we don't need to do anything with those. And yeah, that bearing's brand new too. And hopefully that will fix our clutch issues. Oh yeah, we're gonna also file down the clutch basket fingers, and I may do a little bit of that here shortly, but we'll see what happens, time permitting. All right, folks, check this out. I got the clutch out. I got everything ready to be replaced, and while I was taking the pieces apart, check this out. So here's our clutch pieces right here, right? Look at this. Here, this little piece was in there. Does anybody have any idea where this would have came from? Because I have searched every piece and I cannot find anything that's broken. Check it out. So it looks like that something snapped off right there. And then it looks like it has some kind of tip like this, like it looks like the end of the clutch basket, some sort of clutch basket fingers, but look how skinny it is. It's some sort of tab that broke off of something. Any idea where that would have came from? It's not anywhere on here that I can see. I thought it was one of these. They all seem to be there. It is not anything in here. These all seem good. Nothing broke off in here. And then here, I thought it would be a corner of the clutch basket finger. That's what it looks like, except for all of these fingers are intact. Anyway, we're gonna have to get this filed up. We're gonna be filing the edges of this guy. That's why we pulled it apart. We got new clutch fibers, new springs, and we are going to be filing these ridges down because my clutch just does not work. Ooh, is it one of those? No, they are all there also. I don't know where it came from. Does anybody see anything broken? What could it be? If anybody has any ideas, please let me know what you think that thing is.
One eternity later.
Alright folks, check this out. I figured out what that little piece was that broke off. It goes right here. Thank God that was one of the pieces that I bought off of eBay to do this clutch rebuild, was because this one was in such bad shape. Well, I got lucky. Super lucky. Because this little piece right here is the little tab right there that sticks up. So that thing should be right there. But it's broken. So now, the only thing we need to do is we need to get this washer out of there. Because this one, you know what I mean? Because we need it now. So I need to get this washer out of there. And yeah, we're rolling, folks. We're rolling. Alright folks, check it out. Here's our clutch basket. After I've been filing on it and sanding for a long time. We just need to clean it up now, I think, and get that sucker back in there. And we're going to need a new clutch basket someday down the road, I do believe. But this is about as good as I can get it. See, these fingers now are way smoothed out. You can still see there's still a couple little marks on there, but you can just barely feel them, and they are way better than what they were. So this should have a dramatic effect, I'm hoping. So let's get the clutch back together, get the new plates in there, get the new fibers in there, get this sucker rolling. So yeah, check it out, we're all ready to go. We got the old clutch fingers filed down and sanded, and hopefully they will grab better now. And we're ready to reassemble and get that clutch back together. But now, well, it'll work even better because we got brand new fibers and everything else. So, all right, folks, now we got our new clutch, all the good stuff, and the clutch fibers and the plates and everything installed. Looking good. So yeah, now we can get on with the springs, get everything torqued up. We'll get this oil pump back on, and hopefully our clutch grabs. All right, folks, here we are. Clutch is all buttoned up and ready to seal this baby back up. Look at that. It's all beautiful again. Everything is in place. New fibers. Oh yeah. Here's the old stuff. Yep, we replaced the springs. We replaced the clutch inner. And we replaced the fibers. The steels are brand new already. I bought those OEM, and I thought I could get away with the fibers. I could not, so I bought some new ones, and we had to replace that anyway. So let's button her up and see if we can grab some gears. All right, folks, we're buttoned up, all back together, and we can fire this dog up, except for tomorrow. It's 1:30 in the morning, so sleep, and then we'll fire this up. We'll see if we can grab some gears and go. No leaks so far, that's always good. Alright, folks, so I just discovered one more thing that we're gonna have to fix, so I'm just fixing all kinds of stuff. Check out the rotor. Yeah, that's not good. The whole thing makes the brake caliper and the brake caliper stay and everything move and flex. That's why when I'm riding it, it catches and it wants to twist to one side. So we got to get that off of there in order to properly test this. So, well, I got the clutch done. The clutch grabs now, which is good. Took it for a spin, and it rolls like ass. That's why we need to fix that rotor. So, there we go, folks. More crap to fix. All right, folks, check it out. Took off the brake caliper because the brake rotor is definitely bent and was causing all kinds of problems. So we're gonna take it for one more rip and see. Hopefully we can get lucky and that was the problem with it. Well, the transmission didn't seem to work very good, but let's see if we can't figure out what's going on there. And yeah, let's start her up one more time and take her for a rip and see what happens. Runs pretty smooth. pretty smooth, I'll give you that. The motor's running great. Now, hopefully we can shift this dog. If not, we're gonna have to crack back into these cases again, and I'm not too happy about that. So, well, now that I got the air mixture fuel dialed in, we might have to turn the idle down a tiny bit, but running pretty good. Take it for a little spin and see what happens. It seemed to have shifted better. So yeah, we removed the caliper, and I need a new rotor, but we don't have any brakes back here. So, but it made a, oh my God, totally different. I thought it was the transmission that was messed up. Actually, it's because that rotor was bent so bad that it wouldn't even shift. It didn't even idle. I mean, it didn't even roll. All right, so it shifted better today, just now. I got up into fourth gear. It's still, we're having problems now running on at an idle. So it rides nice when you're romping on the throttle, but it doesn't want to idle and run lower. So I'm guessing the air fuel mixture needs to be cranked out, maybe, or in. So anyway, let's dial that in and see what happens. All right, folks, so we adjusted the carburetor again. We're now, air mixture screw is exactly 2 out where it's supposed to be, and spark plug looks like it's getting better. All right, so I just pulled the plug, and after it ran for a few times, I haven't really ripped it yet even. It doesn't feel like it's running right, so I took the plug out. This is what it looks like. Adjusted the valves again, so let's start her up and see if we can roll around at low speed, because we seem to be only be able to crank this thing wide open, and although that's cool, it's really not cool. We need to go slow at times, because actually right now we don't have any brakes. So let's try it again and see what we got. I'm running with shit now. Should I have done that? It ran much better before I did that. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Ain't that the thing you're supposed to do? Son of a bitch. Well, what did I do? You're gonna love this, folks. I never even hooked the spark plug back up. We probably need a spark plug. Woo! Alright, so this guy comes in handy over here. That's probably a little more handy. Let's give this another try and see how we got. Alright, works much better with a spark plug. Runs a little better. The idle's a little low. But yeah, let's adjust up some more and dial her in. We need some more gas. I think once we get the gas tank on, it'll sound even better. I think I'm losing gas when I turn corners and stuff like that with this weird gas tank. So I think that's it. All right, folks, check it out. We got it dialed in. So it's 2 turns out on the air fuel mixture screw there, and the idle screw is right I don't know how many turns that is, but it is where it belongs, so I'm not gonna mess with it. And yeah, but I think some of our problem right now is this little makeshift gas tank, right? We're gonna need to get the regular one going here, which I'm almost done with it. But yeah, I think we're dialed in. So yeah, watch, when I go in a straight line, it's awesome, but when I turn corners, I think it's because of this gas tank. It like loses fuel or something. So let's give it one last rip and call this thing running for now. But yeah, check it out, we're gonna go in a straight line. All right, so I think one more thing we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to pop this carburetor off and clean it again, because I think maybe I might have got some stuff in there when I took the filter off. Oh yeah, and I got my first yeah, you're not living until you get a kickback. So woo, so let's start this baby up and run the gas out of it, so we don't have to worry about that. And you can hear it one last time. And hopefully we don't kick back this time. So watch this, we'll get it first. I guarantee we're gonna rock this one on the first kick. First kick, baby. Along, and then these, the air pressure is not the same in both of them because one leaks. So yeah, that's a problem. Listen to this beautiful purring son of a bitch though. Woo! Listen to that beautiful purring son of a bitch right there. That right there, my friends, is 2 out on the air fuel mixture screw, and I believe about 2 out on the idle screw, and the needle is in the 3rd slot because we have a 112 main and a 38 pilot. And that's what the manual calls for, is the 3rd slot for that. And this is all stock, so we're actually 0.25 over. That's nothing. I mean, we're basically stock. We're only on the first iteration of rebuild. So the cylinder's only been bored 0.25 over. Not even a full 1. So yeah, well, listen to that. How does that sound? And of course, most people will sound better because they have a gas tank masking that that ticking sound, but mine still doesn't sound too bad, does it? That's pretty awesome.
Eternity later.
It won't quit. There we go. There it goes. All right, folks, check it out. We are buttoned up, except for the gas tank, and we'll get that taken care of here shortly. But we're gonna have to wait on some of this stuff because it's so hot that, man, this is monsoon season here, and it is in the hundreds with humidity, so it's insane. And my phone, I can only do short bursts. Like right now, it's already has a little warning on it where it's gonna get hot, and it may shut off in the middle of what I'm even talking about, but it's so hot. Yeah, that's where we are. So look at that. Oh yeah, I forgot the elephant in the room. Check it out, my hair. Yeah, I got it chopped off. So
I know, isn't it crazy? It is so crazy. I can't stand it though. I'm so tired of it. Short
Right,
finger.
we did a 0 back here.
Yeah.
And then I think a 1 here.
Yep. It's been so long I don't remember how to cut my hair. You gotta save me a piece though. When I was really young, I have a chunk that's like, I have a chunk that's like this long.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that a big enough truck?
Yeah, that's cool. Put a rubber band around it like this, and there you go.
I'll give you a rubber band in a minute. No ponytails, no nothing?
No. I did not. It's not long enough to do any of that. And plus, I would never in a million years wear a man bun. There it goes.
There you go.
Man, my head feels so awesome.
I bet. Oh.
This is so cool. I'm so happy.
Ah,
Man, it's so awesome.
that was so long.
This is so awesome. Is it all like white back here on my neck now?
You need to go lay in your pool now.
Well, no, I need to go ride around my neighborhood on my dirt bike. That's all my hair, folks.
There it
It
is.
used to be on my head. Thanks.
Yeah, so if you're new here, make sure that you subscribe. We're gonna be finishing this dog up, but don't worry, I got some more stuff coming in the meantime. We're gonna go back in the house and get some stuff done. So yeah, we're gonna wait for the weather to drop. Now that we have it outside, it kind of sucks because now we're out of the elements, out of the nice coolness inside. So yeah, give me about a month or so and we'll come back to this. I apologize for that, but that's just the way it's gotta be, man. Once it's running, we got everything dialed in, we'll get the gas tank. I gotta wait for the humidity to drop to mess with the gas tank too, because I don't want any rust to form and stuff like that. So come on back and visit this thing again in a little while. So, all right, folks, she looks good out in the wild. You know what time it is. Peace out, Girl Scouts. Woo!